Hey everyone, welcome to another sneaker review with me, and this one is pretty exciting because not only is it my first cop of 2022, it's also my second straight raffle dub in a row from the sneaker brand that's my personal pick for Rising Star of 2021. But of course, before we get started, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. A big percentage of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet. Hi, how you doing? So if you haven't yet, leave a like on this video if you like this type of content. That's what the like button's for, and I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. Please and thank you. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right into my review and honest opinions on the Notwoways Arrow Afterdark. Alright, so I've talked about Notwoways before on my channel when I reviewed the Notwoways Sapphires, so I highly recommend you go watch that review after this one, because not only do I go in depth on the sneakers, but I also give you guys a background on the brand and the genius duo behind it, Callum McGinley aka Calix here on YouTube, and Rockwell Princely. This sneaker is actually the third release from the Notwoways lineup, following the Exuberance and the Moonless, but these are the first ever ARW or Arrow silhouette to release back on July 31st, 2021. Comparing them to the original silhouette, as the name suggests, it's a lot sharper, sleeker, more dart-like compared to the bulkier, chunkier dad shoe vibe that all the other sneakers give off from the company. The upper forms a sock-like silhouette primarily composed of knit with suede and leather panels seen around the toe box, and the heel of the shoe in black. The sneaker comes in black rope laces with the Notwoways metal tips that can be switched out to white rope laces with gray hits and black metal tips, and these said laces go through nylon straps that go down the middle of the shoe all the way to the top, where the upper forms an extended tongue which has the nylon pull tab with the Notwoways logo down the middle. Like I mentioned, this sneaker gives a sock-like fit, so the ankle collar is made of black elastic all around the rim with the inside lightly padded. The signature Notwoways Exuberance Orange can be seen in small hits across the shoe to give a pop of color, such as on the stitching for the nylon lace loops, the plastic heel pull tab, the insole of the sneaker with the Notwoways logo in white and subtly seen through the white translucent stripe on the lateral side of the shoe. The whole upper sits on top of Notwoways signature recycled violin foam and rubber midsole in black, as well as the white translucent trekking style rubber outsole. Lastly, and definitely not the least, actually it's probably the best part of the sneaker, that whole knit upper along with the rope laces, a small triangular panel on the outer toe box, and even the small Notwoways logo on the medial heel reflects bright silver when a light is shined on it, which as of recording this review is the only Notwoways silhouette that can do so. As for sizing, for me personally, these sneakers do fit true to size, leaning more towards the looser end but not enough for me to suggest half a size up. And one thing to note is that Notwoways only offers full sizes. The Notwoways website does recommend though, if your feet lean more towards the narrow width and you normally wear a half size, that in Notwoways you go a half size down, but if you have wider than average feet, you go up half a size. Now for my honest thoughts and opinions on the sneaker, which obviously is going to be biased because number one, like I mentioned in the beginning and in my unboxing of these, the lucky lightning struck twice for me, and I won yet another raffle draw from Notwoways for the chance to purchase this specific pair, even though these already sold out within minutes of their initial drop back in July 2021. And number two, which I've said countless times when I talk about Notwoways, this is the exact silhouette and colorway that introduced me to the brand when I first noticed them in a Sidemen video on YouTube. When it comes down to shoes in general, I'm a big fan of soft and dart-like silhouettes, the more sharp, sleek, yet aggressive style, kind of like you would see on Kobe's, Yeezy 350s, Nike Flyknit Racers, Free Runs, so on and so forth, and these fit that exact description while still having the fashionable dad shoe vibe. The suede and leather panels work perfectly in harmony with the knit upper, giving it aesthetic sharp edges and points while also giving functional structure to the sneaker, better yet a functional elegance if that makes sense. Since it sports the signature Notwoways midsole and outsole, it's undoubtedly comfortable to walk in, plus once again because of that soft light knit upper adds even more comfort to that because of how light and breathable it is. Now maybe a question that you guys are all asking, which is one I've asked myself as well, which silhouette is better? The original Notwoways silhouette that you see on the Exuberance, the Moonless, and the Sapphires, even their newest silhouette that just released, the Scissor G's, which by the way, like all of their sneakers in their collection with the exception of the Apricities, sold out within minutes, actually 137 seconds to be exact, or the Arrow silhouette seen on these Afterdarks or the Apricities. And again, the Apricities are their only silhouette that didn't sell out because this is their mass-produced model and is still available on the Notwoways website. Going back to the question, full transparency, I haven't had these Notwoways long enough for me to actually try them out. So I can't give a verdict just yet. I feel like I need to walk around in these the same way I did for the Sapphires before I can make a good comparison between the two. The one thing I can say right now though is that surprisingly both sneakers feel almost identical on foot, even though both sneakers are predominantly made of different materials. The Sapphires on one hand are a bit softer, especially around the ankle collar, probably because there's more padding in the sneaker, which is what the ARW Afterdark lacks because once again, it's predominantly made of knit. Although there is still padding within the ankle collar, it is just less than the Sapphires. But because of that, this is what makes the Afterdarks, again, lighter and more breathable than the original Notwoways silhouette. Not to say that that was a problem with the Sapphires, but it's just something that I wanted to note. I'll most likely make a more in-depth review and comparison on the two silhouettes, so definitely stay tuned to the channel if you guys want to see that. To wrap things up with this sneaker though, what more can I say? It's such a dope sneaker overall. It looks and feels great on foot. I mean, the fact that all Notwoways sneakers are made of recycled materials makes you feel good about wearing them as well. These ones in particular can be subtle and sleek, yet because of this reflective hit, can really pop and stand out when it wants to. So really, can you blame me for not having love at first sight with this sneaker? Again, if you want to learn more about Notwoways as a brand, the story behind the people and the making of the brand, I highly recommend that you watch my review on the Notwoways Sapphires. But really, even without knowing all that, I think it's pretty obvious why I have no doubt that Notwoways should really be up there with all the sneaker brands that we know and love. And that fact is definitely solidified in my mind today, and maybe yours, because of these Notwoways ARW Afterdarks. And that is it for my review. What do you all think? Not a bad way to start 2022, right? Leave a comment down below. I love conversing with you guys there. Follow me on Instagram at @albperalta. I'm a bit more personal there. I post stories almost every day, and I post there when I have a new YouTube video out, so that's one way to get notified. Other than, of course, subscribing to the channel. Guys, it really does help a lot. And check out the other videos on my channel. As the banner says, I have anything and everything in between on there. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye, guys.